Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Indigo Odyssey. I hope you guys are all having a lovely, refreshed morning. I woke up really just happy and excited for today. I think part of that was the new moon magic that took place yesterday of me deciding to write down, feel, and release anything that was burdensome or no longer necessary. And you guys can still do that at some point today with this new moon energy. If you decide there's something that's just kind of ticking around in your head over and over, a worry, a concern, just something that's distracting, write it down. Ask Spirit to remove it from you so you can have sort of a clear slate, conscious path in front of you where you're not distracted by these little niggling thoughts of things that, just shouldn't concern you. What should really, really be your focus is how to enjoy yourself, how to feel restful, how to feel connected, warm, purposeful, and most importantly, at peace with yourself, not pushing yourself too hard, knowing that you're doing your absolute best. There are sometimes days and weeks where we just need to let air out of the tires and throttle way back, less communication with others, not constantly working or resolving issues, to just let our minds and bodies rest. So whatever path you're on right now, be forgiving and kind to yourself. We're not machines, okay? We're spiritual beings having a human experience, and a lot of different issues and things come with that. But when we know that everything's going to work out fine, we have all the time that we need, the resources we need, we're showing gratitude and love to ourselves as well, everything is going to be fine. So these are going to be messages from Spirit. But right before I begin, I want to set out a heartfelt thank you to Eleanor Gaynor for those beautiful cards. They're the vintage oracle cards. And it was so funny because I was looking at those yesterday and the day before, and I put them in my basket, and I was like, well, I'll come and revisit this because I'd gotten a lot of the Lucy Cavendish decks, and I'm like, I don't need to be spending every last dime I have on everything during the week that's oracle and tarot related, even though I love it. And they arrived yesterday, so thank you, Eleanor. I appreciate that so much, and I want to thank my patrons and friends and supporters and viewers and all of you guys that purchase my handcrafted jewelry on Etsy. You watch my videos, you comment, you join my Patreon, and you support me. And especially you guys, I love when you send me that great feedback on my jewelry and you show me you wearing it and that your students love it and all that. That's so meaningful to me. So thank all of you guys for the love and support. And remember to harness this new moon energy by really focusing on your next step. What's going to bring you a lot of peace of mind and make you feel good, right? Feel relaxed, feel happy, feel humorous. That's very important. Usually after I'm up an hour or two during the day, I'll watch a little stand-up comedy. I'll watch Parks and Recreation. I'll watch something that really makes me laugh. Even like Finn and Jake and Adventure Time. I love that. Anything that lifts the spirits, that's silly and, teaches us. We don't always have to be these serious adults or students or whatever we're participating in life right now. That life is about these beautiful, humorous moments. And we can relax a little bit. I feel like November is going to be a really relaxed phase for a lot of you. So let's begin and see what is going on in terms of choice. You have number 1 is Reaching for Sunset. Number 2 is Mermaid with a Pink Lotus, and number 3 is Mermaid with Floating Flowers. Oh, I'm very excited. I love this book too. I just have a quick peek on like the overall energy because the writings are very rich and in-depth and they make a lot of sense. Sometimes it's just those little reminders that, hey, we're not here put on this freaking earth to be serious, work ourselves into the ground individuals, right? That things are about love, art, beauty, creating, substantial friendships and relationships. So let's see what Reaching for Sunset's about. So this is saying that you're approaching the last legs of a long and tiring journey. So it's one that can't end soon enough for you. So you're definitely ready for some closure. So don't have fear. Although this situation has been drawn out and has been difficult, the end is in sight. So once the dust is cleared, take some time to reflect on what you've been through and make peace with your struggles before starting something else. So this can be a relationship a tough project you've been working on, someone in your family perhaps being ill or yourself, and the end of this just couldn't come soon enough for you because it seemed very prolonged. So remember, when that door closes, another will open up, and you'll feel poised for a promising new beginning. So really reach for that sunset and embrace forthcoming energy of that sun that's going to make you feel good and refreshed. And try not to harken back on the difficulties that had just taken place, yet be absolutely present in the now and look for all the synchronicities, the beauty, and the help that Spirit is going to provide for you, okay? So let's see what your whispers of love message is. I love these cards so much. I think they're so beautiful. Okay, so this is just saying love is all around you. So when we look around and we recognize that love is showing itself to us always, it brings us a smile. It's the thing with that warm, engaging face of a stranger, simple acts of kindness, warm sun. I have to say, this did it for me entirely yesterday. I took all my cards outside to do photographs for Instagram, and I just sat in the sun, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do my private reads out here. I'm going to hang out. And it was lovely just feeling the sun. So look at everything that you've achieved so far and feel love from whatever source is available. Your family, your neighbors, co-workers, pets, animals. I always have the loving embrace of all my cats when I wake up. They're all sitting there staring. They bum rush me. It's so cute. And, they can't show me their affection enough because they're like excited to see me and I'm excited to see them. So really, love is going to come in a lot of diverse shapes and varieties, and know what you love and who and what loves you in return. So I feel like when we really look for love, that's when we see it, right? When we look into the eyes of our family, when we look, it's everything. I see it a lot in beauty and nature and animals all the time. So when we reach for that, we feel it, and I feel it's very healing. So let's see what the tarot has to say for what's sort of coming up. So we're starting with the Three of Fire, and this says abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So this is really good for you to fortify what your goals are right now. And it can be anything as simple as just writing them down and kind of releasing it to the universe and letting it gain that energetic momentum and let it start to be pulled into the 3D. This is not about you deciding you want to get fit and running the Boston Marathon tomorrow. This is just about setting kind of the foundation where you want to go. And I feel like you do have abundance coming in. Something's happening where you're realizing that you do have the gift of manifestation. When you really look at something, you decide you want it, and you put some focus and tension on it, you do actually start to see these things materialize. So really write down what it is you want right now. What do you see as abundance? I see it as, happy, healthy friends and family. Finances abundant enough so I can be generous with my friends and family and still pay all the bills and get some delicious cat food for all my crazy cats, stuff like that. Really see the abundance around you. Look around your environment right now. Focus on a gorgeous piece of jewelry, some great sneakers, whatever it is you have, and be thankful and have gratitude for those things, because it only creates more when we're really focused on what we do have. You also have the Star. Oh, beautiful. So this is saying happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. You're on the right path. So you're looking at life through the right lenses right now. The lenses of opportunity, love, light, happiness, cheerfulness, knowing that happy times are right around the corner. I get very excited in November, December. It's holiday season. I think people come together in the right ways, and there's a lot of warmth expressed. So look forward to things in your mind's eye and continually pull for that so you feel good and elevated. What else do you have? Two of Fire. So this says you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts. Can you continue to move forward? So I feel like if you have a great business idea, that you should pull that into the 3D. I feel like you have a lot of strength, courage, and your self-confidence is really going to arise in the next few weeks. And you're going to form new friendships, new actual love partnerships, as well as business partnerships. And this is also the card of people taking note of you at work and your offerings and your skill set, and really being enamored of what you're putting out there and knowing that it is really top level stuff. So be really proud of your accomplishments and connections right now. They're going to take you far. Remember, stay focused on gratitude and the good things, and you'll feel good internally, and that will transmit externally. And then life will have kind of like a smooth, placid phase where you're just feeling good and you're allowing these gifts to arrive. So that is substantially awesome energy, Group 1. I am loving that for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. And all my links are down below. If you need a private read, if you want to go to my Etsy store, if you want to join my Patreon, anything that you could imagine is over there. I'd love for you to come see me on my Instagram. It's Sparkwist11. I do daily posts and memes, just uplifting spiritual stuff. I connect with people, messaging over there. It's a lot of fun. It's like an extended soul family. So love and light to you, Group 1. Be beautiful. So now we're on to number 2, Mermaid with a Pink Lotus. Oh, I like that a lot. So the divination in this is really neat. This is saying, make an effort to relax right now. So stop what you're doing and take a deep breath. It's really time to relax. You're not being selfish. You need this to feel the blessings right now. Helping your loved ones is an important part of who you are, but sometimes it's okay to set aside your worries about others and take time for yourself. Maybe you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. Try not to let it wear you down. Instead, try some relaxation techniques, closing your eyes. Imagine a personal paradise. I'll do that where I'm just surrounded by paints and beads and animals and I'm out in the sunshine. It's really helpful for your state of mind, okay? If you're finding it difficult to relax, sometimes a change in environment is the most useful in reducing stress. If you're constantly in your office at home or someplace where you're working, or you're always looking at bills, or you're looking at some kind of clutter or mess, remove yourself from that. Oftentimes I do have to physically leave my house and go to the beach or go out in my yard because my house reminds me of little things that need doing and I can be distracted by that. So removing yourself from that will be helpful at this time. So I want to see first we're going to do your tarot and then I'll do your messages. So firstly, you have Queen of Water. Tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. I definitely feel Group 2 that you guys are givers. You're probably light workers, healers, and sometimes it is hard to get off that proverbial hamster wheel of, oh, well, let me just take care of this for this person. Let me just help that. Let me advise that person. Let me mend this. Let me do that. And then all of a sudden you feel absolutely depleted because as human beings, we need our needs met. We need rest. We need good nutrition. We need to look after our 3D bodies. And sometimes when we're giving, we can get really run down. And then, you take a gander in that mirror and you're like, oh, holy hell, I'm my own great grandmother right now. You ever just look in the mirror after you've had a stress day and you just start laughing because you're like, no. And that gets you to the point where, like, even if the UPS man came, you're not answering the door because you don't want to be on America's Most Wanted. So this is saying, relationships are going to develop to a new level right now for you. Trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. I feel like friendships that you've established recently or long term are going to have some sort of enhancement and deeper meaning. Like you really want to have these loving, heartfelt connections where you show appreciation. They take on a very meaningful turn. Also, this will be if you're just engaging in a new romantic relationship. This person really wants to express their heartfelt emotion to you, how much you mean to them. There'll be things like levels of commitment that are established without words even really having to be said. You'll know monogamy is what they also want. You'll feel the trustworthiness, and or if there's something sketchy, your intuition will let you know. It's really on fire right now. You also have the Empress, Archangel Gabriel right now. So lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So what's happening right now too is you do have some great abundance coming your way. However you define that, peace of mind, extra money, opportunities, great friendships, richness within your community, your church, your spiritual group, whatever it is. You're starting to feel that you're tapping into that beautiful, connective, loving energy. And due to the fact that you're having gratitude for this, more is going to arrive. So really nurture yourself. Take that time aside to eat well, get some exercise, be in nature, feel good about what is happening in your life right now, and definitely trust what is happening with spirit. So King of Water energy is saying trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, and also charity work. So some of you may be involved with charity work that is beneficial to your community. I feel right now that you should open your heart to new connections within people, business, and your community where you're just like, well, I don't mind trying this. I don't mind looking into this. I'll say yes to this invite. I also feel like people find you very trustworthy. You are going to feel the respect of your community around you. People see you as a cultured human being, a little bit elevated of speech and manner. So really be aware of how you comport yourself in different groups, because people are really looking to you and listening to you and confiding in you. And they see you as this beautiful sort of elevated, cultured individual, which is really nice. And they also see you as somebody that has empathy and compassion for others. That instills the same in them as well. So this is going to be your beautiful Whispers of Love card today. I love the artwork in this. So choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. I consciously make this choice every day when I'm dealing with anybody on a social level within my family to slow down. Whether you're addressing a pet, a friend, a partner, this is the most important words you can say, I love you. Don't hold them in. Don't hold back. Give often and freely. And it doesn't take your power away. It actually empowers you. And I feel like when you say, I love you, that there's actually a chemical change within us where, we release endorphins. So try to remember the last time you expressed love for yourself as well. Do you love who you are? Do you avoid thinking about how you feel about yourself? Expressions of love are powerful to anyone that receives them, including you. So take a moment to acknowledge what an incredible person you are. Say, I love you. Let that love emanate for you out into the world and to yourself. In front of the mirror, just smile at yourself, a fun, loving smile that you'd give to a best friend, so you feel good and connected to you. And then you can relax and sort of move into the day and your week with peace and acceptance of everything. Who cares how you look right now? Every single thing, how you look, or if you have a doubt about something, because everything is so impermanent that honestly, within minutes, we can shift our whole perspective on ourselves and our lives just by saying, this day is going to be so good. I'm going to relax. Nothing is going to bother me. I'm going to have a great cappuccino. I'm going to pet my crazy animals. And go about your day where you're just allowing things to wash over you, that you don't have to participate in low vibration or things that are distracting or harmful to your peace of mind. Just be so tra-la-la-la-la, like be like those little blue Smurfs just going through their little mushroom village, like friendly and warm. And if any Gargamels show up, just be like, later, Tater, I've got nice people around me. I don't have to be derailed by any haters or people that just want to be miserable. You know what I mean? So just emanate love for yourself and focus on the people that love you, and you'll feel really good and lifted, because you have a lot of great things coming through that Spirit's trying to draw your attention to, richer relationships, you feeling trusted and trustworthy, and the abundance that's coming your way, making you feel like your life is enriched in so many ways. I feel like for you that a lot of that is creativity. I feel like every once in a while you're worried that your creative well might run dry. It's not going to. It's going to continually be enriched and give you new ideas and answers in that regard. So beautiful energy, group 2. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. Okay, I'm going to have a little sip of coffee, and then I'm going to begin number 3. Okay, so mermaid with floating flowers. Ooh, I love this. So let me see where this is in the book. I'm like, it's so funny. I picked up the wrong book, and I'm like, this doesn't even look like the same book. I'm like, hello morning. Hello 5:30, 6 o'clock a.m. So the divination message is this: is your accomplishments are soon going to be acknowledged. So there's no need to be shy about things. You have earned the acclaim and deserve to be recognized. You may feel the need to question the rewards or the motives of those that really want to recognize you right now for what you have done. Don't worry, the attention is absolutely genuine. If someone is approaching you with a romantic offer, that's absolutely genuine. When somebody is saying they like the way you look, the way you speak, what you're creating, your offerings to the world, this is genuine. Don't doubt it. It is the real deal. So never have reluctance to accept the goodwill of well-wishers because they really mean it. It's really time for you to open yourself up to praise. Allow it to heal the part of you that's been neglected. Embrace this success. You're going to be the award winner. Don't let it embarrass you. A lot of people will talk down their accomplishments and be like, oh, it was nothing. But guess what? This came from you, this idea, this creativeness, this expression, whatever people are paying attention to, whether it's just a really cool on fleek outfit that you put together, great makeup, your nails, whatever it is, it's an expression of you and how you're feeling, and other people want to celebrate that with you. So allow that. If there's one thing that I can give you from my etiquette manual that I know in life, always be gracious about a compliment and accept it. If you throw a compliment back at somebody by diminishing it, it's kind of insulting to the giver of that compliment. So always just say, thank you, I really appreciate that. That's it. That's not saying, I know I'm super great, please get me some awards and medals, and while you're at it, kiss my feet. You know what I mean? Like, people think it's so extra to say thank you and acknowledge it, but it's actually the perfect thing to do. You're saying to the person who offers that you have good taste. I respect your opinion, and I appreciate that, right? So always thank you. I really appreciate that. It's as simple as that, because I do feel like group 3, you've worked on something, whether it's written, whether it's on video, celluloid, whatever it is, whatever has transpired that you put effort into. Believe me, it is of quality, and people are really meaning what they say when they like it. So let's see what is happening with your whispers of love. Focus on love and look for the good in everyone. This can change our outlook on our day, week, year, all the time. It's easy to see faults in other people. Think of the positive characteristics in your life instead. Remember things that cause you to love them in the first place, right? So if you have a spouse, a friend, a family member, a sibling, or someone who's just a little agitating, remember why you love them, and that really diminishes and evaporates the irritation, right? Oftentimes, if I'm trying to work and my cats keep jumping all over everything and pulling stuff over, it's like I can get really frustrated because it takes time for setups, especially if I'm working with beads and jewelry and they flip everything everywhere. I remember how much they rely on me and love me, and then all of a sudden, all of that aggravation just evaporates, right? We can do this with people as well, because how you perceive a situation has a lot to do with how you feel about it. Be good to people no matter what role they're playing right now in your life, because when you approach a relationship with a positive mindset, you reinforce the love in your life, right? When you strive to be supportive and loving, that comes back to us and it fosters the good in others. It really does, and it returns to us. If you can see somebody being frustrated and trying to get a dig in or make you feel bad, and you just smile at them with that kind of empathetic love, they feel that, and then they can see. You don't even have to use words. They can see what's happening through your lens and shift their perspective as well. So let's see what energy is coming in your card. So you have the Chariot, which is Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower, public recognition. That's backing up this over here too. You are going to get some kind of recognition. Whatever project you're working on, individual creative expression is really going to be received well. So don't hide this thing away, this work of art, this expression, this offering. Bring it out. People are going to receive this really well, and I feel like it's going to really receive acclaim. I mean, you had a double whammy with the first card and this, so beautiful. You also have Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing truth of a situation, and a challenging beginning. So I feel like what began as a challenging beginning for trying to get these ideas and projects off the ground are now they're taking wing, right? They're amazing. They're going to inspire you to do more. You're going to inspire other people as well. I feel like through voice, effort, and you showing this offering, other people are going to be inspired by this and go, wow, if Stacy, if Karen, if Emily can do these things, I'm really, really going to give it my best shot. No harm, no foul. It's like fortune always favors the bold. If you never did anything, express yourself, or showed your talents to the world, who the hell's going to know they exist? You know what I mean? We can sit in the dark and talk to ourselves, but not a lot of people are going to know what's up with that, right? It's just one of those things. Have faith in yourself, because you really are on fire right now. So the Hermit. So spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. You're doing that right now. I feel like anytime we listen to a reader on YouTube, a spiritual teacher, a light worker, any of that, it has a healing essence. People's voices and the messages that they convey to us, if it resonates, it has a healing and purposeful part in our world. It's part of us tilting our perspective, knowing we're worthy, knowing we have value, knowing that trying is always worth it, loving is always worth it, feeling good about ourselves, trying to grow in some manner is always worth it. You wouldn't be watching YouTube if you didn't want to change and learn, right? So be proud of yourself for that. Spend time doing anything that elevates your mood and your vibration, because right now you're really going to go through a massive, beautiful, creative phase. I feel like a lot of you are already getting amped up and thinking about Christmas. You make handcrafted things. You probably make candles and you knit and you paint and you want to give offerings from the heart that are made with your hands. So you're already thinking along those lines. So have some meditation and let this creativity wash over you so you can feel rested and you don't feel like it's a race to the finish line. It's the beautiful journey of creating these things, right? So beautiful energy, group 3. I am loving this for you. You're transitioning into a gorgeous creative mogul here. Really have faith in yourself because I'm excited for you. So love and light. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe and comment down below if you do have some cool creative endeavors that you're thinking of doing or you just started, because this is truly meant for you. So I'm very excited. So I'm going to upload